him at the 16. So LSU's offense takes the field for the first time today. When these two teams square off against each other, they know the legacies they carry, and that'll be evident in this one, guys.
Alabama-LSU is one of my favorite games each and every year because this is one of the fastest games you'll see all season. There is so much NFL first-round talent on the field every time these two teams play.
Year after year, we can go back and name so many names, but you're right. The draft is going to call them. The stakes are always high. The conference always on the line. These two teams, you know, are always squarely in the mix.
Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. How about that Mike linebacker bringing the heat right up the middle?
Right down Broadway, right in the middle of the defense. This is the guy that sees everything, makes all the calls, and you could tell he knew where he was coming downhill. It came wide open, and he comes to the quarterback and gets the sack.
So Alabama's offense will go to work for the first time. As dynamic as this guy is on the outside, Jesse, you know he's going to be cheating that way from his free safety position.
You're right, because as a quarterback, I just can't throw to my guy in the perimeter, right? I got to attack the middle of the field. The problem is you've got one of the best safeties in the nation who likes to lay people out.
Yeah, roaming the middle of the field, reading the quarterback's eyes, and he's got an eye on that receiver out there, too, that's dynamic. So let's see what kind of day he can have.
Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Scatterbo. They're trying to send a message with this running game. He stopped after a pickup of 4 to the 33. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Got his man in the middle. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And a lot of thrillers in the history of this series, but last year wasn't one as the Tide rolled easily.
It was a beatdown, and it was replayed over and over on the TVs all throughout the facility. LSU, Jesse, had a year to think on that.
They sure did, and that Crimson Tide blowout was big on the recruiting trail, too. These are two programs that are consistently competing for the same 5-star athletes across the board. That's a big reason why this game means so much.
They don't even consider the 47-yard field goal attempt, and they'll try to pick it up on 4th down and short. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. First down here for the offense. Pre-snap motion quarterback trying to get a read. Finds the tight end.
A nice job by the defense there tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
Now facing a 3rd down as they come back to the line after the break. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, and made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. To the air, it's Bailey. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. They'll run for it on 4th down. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. He's looking to throw it. Finds his man. It's Tate. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll leave it with him. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Matt, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These 2 teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football. You wonder now on offense, have they found something in the run game? Finally, it's been tough for them to get the run game going, but they picked up a nice gain on that last one. Let's see if they go back to it.
Quickly complete.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a 1st down like they did now.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. Splits the uprights. Good. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
We love to see that, right? They put themselves in a position at the end of the half to take the lead. They put it on their kicker. He knocks it through the uprights. So nothing but good vibes for this team now with the lead heading in at halftime.
That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. And when your defense is performing like this, pitching a shutout, you want to find a way to reward them and help them out a little bit, David.
And I guess that's the upside for this offense. Their defense has been so good, but man, oh man, they've got to find something, Jesse, that they can hang their hat on, something they can do to move the football.
It just feels like at this point, they kick one more field goal and this is ball game because of how well their defense is playing. So I think offensively, just don't do anything stupid and give the game away.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Looks like Alabama will pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own.
Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a gap. It's Scatterbo. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mitt. They put one mitt on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Ball spotted right at midfield as they try to convert 3rd and short. They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
Well, the offensive line had everybody blocked except the defensive end. He was able to sneak into the backfield and get the tackle for loss.
On fourth down, he'll try to toss it. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. They'll give it to the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
He's brought down at the 38. That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Alabama 3, LSU 0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Back to throw, it's Bailey. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33. Let's see how aggressive this defensive coordinator is with the lead and just a few minutes left. To the air on first down. Gets it out quickly. Still on his feet at the 45. Oh, look out, there he goes. Touchdown, Tigers. They move on top here in the fourth.
Yeah, and a nice job in the fourth quarter making plays, and a nice job being on the same page. QB, receiver. You could tell he broke with the football. He caught it in stride, gets into the end zone. Nice pitch and catch right there. Nice chemistry by the QB and wide receiver.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Here comes that Alabama offense. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game.
Yeah, Reese, for this offense, just feels like they just haven't been as physical. And for this offensive coordinator, David, he's having to go deep into the playbook just to try to generate a first down.
Well, and the good thing is there's not a ton of game pressure because the other side's not scoring either. But if you can find that one thing get that one positive play, and then maybe you get those juices going and something can start to build.
Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. And that ball is picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Aggressive versus reckless. It's such a fine line when you're trailing and you need to make plays late in the game. The offense was reckless, turned the football over, and this one doesn't look great.
And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. Brought down, but looks as if LSU will pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Give to the running back. Crosses the 30, he's got away. There he goes to the right. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, LSU.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail meat coffin, great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. The offense gets a quick timeout at this point. Every second is precious. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. Trying play action. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And they take a knee on 4th down, having inflicted enough damage, and that ought to do it. When you deal with a rivalry game, you have to live with the outcome for a full year, and this one is going to rest in their minds for the entire season going into next year.
And it's not going to sit well with the losing team. When you lose these, you're going to get hounded, and you're going to get hate. You're going to get social media is going to destroy you about losing to your rival. But you got to put it past you. It is just one game. It's not that big of a deal. Well, Jesse, yeah, it kind of is.
It kind of is a big deal. You're right, David. I mean, a lot of these kids, they played with each other or against each other in high school. They've known each other for a long